Sour, joyless Harry found himself in a situation that left him looking like the prince of his own self-inflicted misfortune. This time it was at Katy Perry's glittering concert in Las Vegas, where he couldn't hide his glowering and despondent demeanor. It seems that all is not well within the House of Sussex, specifically concerning our disconsolate Duke, Prince Harry. At the Katy Perry show, the atmosphere was filled with glitter, rainbows, and cheer, which usually even compels Meghan Markle to shed her cloak of perpetual victimhood and enjoy herself. However, Prince Harry looked like he had just received a devastating diagnosis, radiating a level of negativity that reminded many of Ben Affleck's churlish behavior at this year's Grammys. Harry's sour disposition was a stark contrast to the smiles and glammed-up appearances around him. In fact, Jennifer Lopez reportedly had to encourage Ben Affleck to appear more motivated at the Grammys, a piece of advice that Prince Harry might consider taking unless he intends to display his misery to the world intentionally. This is not the first time we've seen Prince Harry in a similar state. In September, he was seen at Beyoncé's dazzling Renaissance show, dressed in a gray suit, checking his phone, and pouting while Meghan, in a silver sequin skirt, danced and cheered in their private box at California's SoFi Stadium. This episode highlighted a core aspect of Harry's personality, which seems to be characterized by bitterness, resentment, and anger, despite his wealth, fame, privilege, and access. In contrast to his late mother, Princess Diana, who was known for her sense of humor and her dedication to helping those less fortunate, Prince Harry has chosen a different path, involving Netflix deals and public self-pity parties. His actions and demeanor suggest that he might be, for lack of a better term, a significant downer. A notable event was his father's historic coronation in May, where Prince Harry attended without Meghan and was seated in the third row. Rather than acting accordingly and accepting the olive branch, he refused to return to Buckingham Palace after the ceremony, didn't exchange a single word with his father or brother, and headed straight back to Los Angeles. This move left the royal family baffled, with one family friend quoted in Vanity Fair as saying that they were wondering why he had bothered to come at all. The source emphasized that one makes their choices, implying that Harry's actions were his own doing. It appears that Harry is now facing consequences for his decisions, and his constant display of misery and discontent is becoming increasingly noticeable. His behavior, combined with his public image, has led to him being compared to Ben Affleck, known for his churlishness and simmering demeanor at events. As observers and critics have warned since Harry and Meghan's controversial interview with Oprah, they were bound to face repercussions for their actions and statements. After the initial excitement of the interview, where they made baseless accusations of racism, the Sussexes have found themselves becoming a subject of ridicule. Even in a South Park episode, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were portrayed as professional victims who, despite claiming they want zero attention, refuse to go away, much to the frustration of many. This satirical take on their public image reflects the widespread sentiment that people are tired of hearing about them. Harry's memoir, Spare, or Walla Aagh in the South Park episode, also faced ridicule and mockery, with late-night talk shows making fun of various aspects of the book. Meanwhile, Meghan faced a setback when Spotify dropped her podcast and canceled the couple's $20 million deal, with one executive openly criticizing them as **************** grifters. In summary, Prince Harry's continuous display of negativity, soreness, and resentment has not gone unnoticed by the public, and it seems that he is facing the consequences of his choices and actions. The once beloved prince has become a polarizing figure, and his public image has suffered as a result. The animated series Family Guy recently took a humorous jab at Harry and Meghan, depicting them in a satirical scenario. In this fictional scene, the couple is shown sitting poolside when a butler approaches Prince Harry with a check from Netflix, to which the prince casually responds, "Put it with the rest of them." The implication is that Harry has received substantial sums from Netflix for undisclosed projects, reflecting the somewhat enigmatic nature of their Hollywood endeavors. Over the weekend, former Vanity Fair editor Graydon Carter added to the chorus of criticism, suggesting that Harry and Meghan's marriage might not stand the test of time, predicting it would last years rather than decades. This comment comes after Vanity Fair featured Meghan on its cover in 2017 under the headline, "She's Just Wild About Harry," a title that Meghan later claimed had racial undertones. It's apparent that Harry and Meghan had high hopes for their Hollywood life, anticipating invitations to prestigious events such as the Met Gala, the Oscars, Barack Obama's 60th birthday party, and gatherings hosted by influential figures like Oprah, George, and Amal Clooney, who are known for their humanitarian work. However, these invitations have yet to materialize, leaving the couple yearning for the kind of stardom they had envisioned. In Hollywood, their reception has been less than stellar. Once considered a Duchess of Hearts, Meghan's moment as the Duchess of Hertz this spring was marred by a widely criticized car chase through Midtown Manhattan that was labeled as farcical. Their private jet journeys with B-list celebrities like Cameron Diaz, musician Benji Madden, and Avatar actress Zoe Saldana to watch Katy Perry perform in Vegas offer Harry little solace compared to his previous royal life. It appears to be a less glamorous and more tawdry form of fame, mingling with mid-level celebrities in a quest to prove, well, no one seems entirely sure of what. The situation seems to baffle Harry himself, as he is left pondering his next steps. His upcoming memoir, which lacks self-awareness and substantial content, remains unsold and neglected on store shelves. Their deals with streaming platforms like Spotify are underwhelming, and the relationship with Netflix seems uncertain. The trust within his own family has been eroded, and Harry finds himself isolated, unable to regain the trust and respect of the British monarchy. As his father's 75th birthday approaches, there is a sense of unspoken tension. Though there are unresolved issues and strained relationships within the family, Prince Charles is expected to extend invitations to Harry for family gatherings, even though he is aware that Harry will likely decline. Harry's decisions, despite causing family rifts, are seemingly appreciated by some. As Meghan pursues her highly publicized rebranding efforts, Harry must be grappling with uncertainty about his own path. His memoir, a book lacking depth and insight, has struggled to gain traction. Their deals with streaming services like Spotify have not lived up to expectations, and their Netflix partnership appears uncertain. The trust and camaraderie within his family have been fractured, leaving Harry as the architect of his own misery. Some may attribute these difficulties to karma, the consequences of their choices, or even poetic justice. The narrative of Harry, the prince who set out to build something grand in Hollywood only to see it all crumble, has always appeared to be a foregone conclusion. Dear friend, if you like everything new about the royal family and don't want to miss all the novelties, subscribe to our channel and like it. By doing so, you take part in our development. We work for you.